Hey, good morning, everybody. This is the professor with Day Trading for Success, rounding up the week with a new Midcap strategy. Let me get this over here. Please remember, I'm not a licensed financial advisor, and you should seek the advice of somebody who is. This is just an entertainment channel, so anything we teach here should really be taken with a grain of salt and treated as entertainment only. Get somebody you trust to advise you, and read as many books and watch as many YouTubers as you possibly can, and then you kind of siphon through what you think is worth developing your strategy around. There is no quick, I'm going to do what that guy does. So remember that. You got to come up with your own strategy. So here on Day Trading for Success, let me move that. Hopefully you've read that. We've been teaching the RV strategy and showing demonstration videos of that, the open strategy, the escalator strategy, and now still unnamed, now the new Midcap strategy. We have some exciting things here today that we're going to be starting to trade in just a few minutes. I'm going to show you how I set this up and what all this spaghetti is here and how you trade it. One of the newer things that we're working on right now, which I had mentioned the last couple of days, is a different scalping indicator, which is, you can see right down here. Right now, this is set on the 5-minute chart. So, and I also have the grid put up here. So this grid is based on 5-minute candles. So, you know, particularly when you get into this kind of scalping, because we'll be doing 2,500 shares this morning with the group of us, you're looking at a lot more at the level 2 stack up. You're looking a lot more at the 5-minute alignment on the 5-minute chart versus the 1-minute chart. And then the scalping indicator is going to show you their choice, clear cut on the 5-minute. They're going to go in at the end of this grid. If you can't figure it out for yourself, they're going to say the stock is going down based on the scalping indicator. So most likely they will continue to go down. So that's why it's good to have that. And we're working for it to be on all different time frames. It's just that when you get into scalping, that's meant to be seen very, very quickly. So if you're not, you know, you don't need to look at a scalping indicator on a 10, 15 minute, 1 hour, 4 hour chart, because we were making them for all kinds of, I mean, you can clearly see the direction without looking at the scalping indicator. So really, after, 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, whatever it might be, but because so many people align the 1 minute and the 5 minute together, this might end up being pretty helpful. This is not available yet. This one is for free. So there's a bunch of episodes that have it. Just type in scalping indicator. This one will be soon. We still, excuse me, we're trying to get one that could connect us directly to, the levels of the, the readings of the level 2, the upcoming bids and asks, because that would be the best possible scalping indicator, showing the depth of that and giving a percentage rating. But they don't connect those two. So no matter how hard we try, we couldn't. We started to just try to, well, then you do, averages and stuff, but it just wasn't accurate. And it just, you can't do averages on who's waiting in the queue, So it was just no way to do it with every mathematical formula that we tried. So we're going to probably give up on that until Thinkorswim allows us to get that reading a little bit differently. But so we're going to be trading a range bound again, much like I also have the halt indicator up here. That's available on episode 83. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah. So that's going to tell you where it would halt going up. That's will tell you where it's going to halt going down. I don't expect that to really happen with Riot, but this has been called to our attention. We're creating a curriculum to find the stocks now. We'll be creating scanner readings to find the stocks for the mid-cap strategy. So all this is in development, and it might take a few months before we really lay out a strategy, and I'm sure the $1 Million Margin Club will then put out a book with the exact strategy, but we'll have it on the videos here with all the professional traders that are helping come up with this strategy. So this is not really anything new that a lot of traders might not trade, but we're going to try to explain it and give you guidelines so they help you with these channels inside here. So the first thing you do, real quick, I'll go over it, is you make sure you look at the close of this is today moving. You look at the close of the previous day, and that price was $10.63 under my picture. And then you look at the ATR, which is over here. So you hover over the close of the previous day. The ATR was $1.22, not like the RV strategy, guys. So then that's only 61 cents that you're dividing this it by 2 and you get 61 cents. So you subtract from the close 61 cents to get the ATR low, and then you add 61 cents to the close to get the ATR high. So that's our range that we expect it to trade into. I doubt it will, it's not going to make big moves beyond that. It did go out of it earlier, but it's back in it now. So then then the other thing I do is I do the Fibonacci retracement. Okay, from low to, it's got a new high now, but I mean, this was the high, pre-market high when I marked it. So low to high here, and that's going to give us some lines that we can hopefully, some support and resistance levels that we can hopefully respect in here. So it looks like it got respected right down there, this one, so that's good. And there's no, now I did I do a big, yeah, I did do a bigger one, and here's the bigger fib. But on the bigger fib, which is from here to here, because this doesn't move a lot, you're not going to, I mean, if it got out of range, you might hit it, but it doesn't really have any, this is literally not a single one inside. And that's all going to come into the criteria when we rate for rating the stocks. So let's just, let me just get this in position so I don't forget for trading in just a moment. So as you can see from the depth of the level 2, you multiply these by 100, there will be no trouble filling these share sizes. I did a quick trade a minute ago just to make sure there wasn't any weird issues with this. So you should be able to margin this and short this and do everything that you could do with an RV stock. Of course, it depends on your platform. So then the last thing that we do, I should have kept that open. I got to reset it again. Okay, let me go to auto zoom again. So you see all these open session white lines. So now there's no exact how many days you want to go back. You're looking for alignment in the previous days where the stock has turned around before. So you're looking for it to pivot off certain. So I tried to capture every one that was within the ATR, within the area that it's trading right now. I went down a little deeper here. Usually you start from the back and go forward, and then you see if you see a stronger one as you're going forward, of a stronger tapping, you might change it, change the open session where it taps. So you're tapping bodies, you're tapping wicks, you're tapping enough where people, when the stock turns around, somebody's holding a bunch of shares or they've set an alert to buy it right there. So it makes sense that you should respect that area. It could be within a few cents, especially if it's near an even dollar or a 50-cent half dollar. So there's no guarantee. So we always say respect them till they don't work. But it's a good idea to have those guidelines, and it kind of gives you, an overall feel. God, I got this stuff. It's like spray honey for my throat. Excuse me. And it works. A subscriber had suggested I do some honey, and I started to do honey. I got this morning thing. Anyway, so what was I saying? You respect them till you don't. And then what you're trying to do is you're trying to create a ceilings and floors levels. Oh, I know what I was going to say. When you look at these, now you could just say, I'm going to ride this channel. We've got a few minutes still, guys. You could just say, I'm going to ride the fib channel. Looks like it's going back up off these two fib lines. And you don't need any of those. It depends on whether you want to make a 2-cent trade, a 5-cent trade, a 20-cent trade. I mean, this is 11.34 down to 11.02. So it's a 32-cent trade. So that's a nice trade with 2,500 shares, right? But you might not be able to handle that. And that fib is outside the ATR. So the ATR is usually, as you can see, very well respected. So other than the fib, it's the second most respected support and resistance line we have. That's not by accident that happens, guys, that you do that formula. You divide it by 2 from the previous close on the 14-day ATR. That guy Wilder is a pretty clever guy that made that formula way back when. And people use it different ways, And remember, I have the interest. So let me just go into my... Let's just make sure. So I've got my different indicators here, but let me go into the volume profile for a second and just make sure. See, I don't have that on day. So put that on day 1 day. Okay, so what a big mess. There's the grid. So we'll just zoom that in here. Now it's where it needs to be. So that's going to help us. I'd forgotten to set that up because I do all kinds of different trading. So I don't set it that way for anything except like the RV strategy or maybe something like this. I don't do a little bit different on the power hour. I definitely do different on the open, or I barely use it on the open, quite frankly. There's not much to do on the open, but pick a direction and go, So we're going to start trading about 2.5 minutes. So I'm going to be calling the ball. I'll be quarterbacking. I have a 1-minute chart. I have the scalpers indicator. This is all free. This layout is all free if you find it. Oh, God, let me get this straightened out again. If you just type in like the perfect layout, you can get this for free. And everything's free on the channels, guys. So remember, if you like what you see, to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Now, we're going to be just doing a few cents in here. So if you lower your share size, you have very, very little risk when you do this type of trading. It all depends on what you want to do. Now, since the stock is so cheap, if you're making 20, you can almost make that with 25K without even margin. If you've made the PDT, you could certainly do 2,000 shares. I'm pretty sure that this is available for margin from what my accounts, not to brag, are higher. It never even comes into play for most any stock. But some people, it did come into play yesterday, and they didn't even tell me till the whole trading was over. But anyway, so we're going to try to find them that margin. We're going to try to find them that's short. When you get into this is just over 2 billion. This one. This is a very small market cap, just barely not a micro cap, or a small cap. I mean, so just made it over. It's between 2 and 10 billion. Market cap makes mid cap stocks. Okay. And the float doesn't really matter on this. It will as you start to get into small cap and micro caps though. Okay, guys, 1 minute, picking my direction. So, to me, it's going down. That is a hangman. That is a bull, a bearish doji at the top of a bull movement here. This is a ladder bottom that kind of made its move. Well, this is changing things a bit, but spinning top, coming down here, or not an inverted hammer, not a gravestone. But when you see all these wicks, this is indecision. So to me, I'm going to go short off that 1121. Now, this is where I'm going to be looking to get a move here, guys. We have 9 seconds to start trading. So if this pops up a little bit more, I'm going to go ahead and go in at any time now, guys. I'm just going to go in. So I got it at 1122. So I'm going to bank it off of this ATR, I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping. And plus these 3 candles here told us that it was going to reverse its decision. Now, as I'm looking, I'm thinking to myself, this is a picturesque bull flag. So if this turns green right here, I am absolutely switching my position because this means it should be going up. Now, I was looking at the indecision before that actually formed and wasn't thinking about it, but that is a bull flag, guys. Now we have a bullish, well, it's not really engulfing from this side. So now, remember, guys, the candlestick pattern playbook, I'll have a link for it here, put out by the $1 Million Margin Club. If you don't have a good candlestick pattern book, that's probably the best one that there is. So you should really seriously think about that one. And I'll have a link for it. And it's going to teach you without patterns. For the smaller cap we get, the more and more important the patterns are. But we've been finding it even on mega caps, they work. So guys, you know me, I'm going to be reversing. This looks like this can be a good opening trade. So let's get ready to do what we got to do here. It's still staying right here though. So it's just bouncing between these two. Now this is the point of control on the volume profile set for intraday. You can see it's high level, it's low level. The scalpers indicator I haven't even been looking at yet. So it's saying it's a strong move down still. Now you've got another, okay, so I'm getting ready to reverse here. See, is it going to break, is it going to stop at that 1114 pivot? 1114 pivot. I'm looking at my market maker price, which is 1115, 1116. Yeah, I should have grabbed it there. I'm going to look for one more possible dip. There it is. I'm going to take that. $250 first trade. Not bad. Filled instantly, which was great. I got it at 11.13. I wish I would have got a little lower here. So you're going to start to see me ride these short trades here, guys. I'm already down 75. Wow, I really wish I would have waited a hair longer for that one. Oh, well. Especially if I want to scalp it out, if I want to reverse it on the way up. I don't know how much higher it's going to go than right here. This is about where I'd reverse it, and I'm only 5 cents for that. But 5 cents and 25 shares, it adds up. And then there's only a penny for the spread, so I shouldn't have too much slippage. No problem as you see the share size go by getting filled. The only thing I have to worry about is the spread, not really slippage. So wow, it's really not giving anything here. I mean, it's just barely moving here, so I can't really make any money on this. You gonna pop up at all for me? I'll take that. I got 50 bucks out of that. I'm on a short. I'm looking for it to go back down. I should have hung on a little longer. All the way up to 18, like I called it. I should have stuck there. Now let's see if it blows through it. It's gonna blow through it. I got it, and I only got it at 15 too. That wasn't a very good fill, guys. What did I push it at? Maybe that is where I pushed it. So looking for a drop back down to 11.10, maybe where it was a second ago. Let's see if it goes back down. Yes. Okay. Got 80. What was that? 87 bucks or something? Wasn't it 300, right? And I got that at 11 this time, so that's a bit better. So let's see it go right back up again. This is the game. It's almost like a video game, although, be careful with real money, obviously. But, yeah, you get into the zone here, and you just kind of go back and forth. If it starts to break these channels, then you move to the next channel, and that's kind of what it's like. So it's got 50 bucks on this trade, but I obviously would like to see it get back up. Now it's sort of making this the new channel now. We want to get it back up into this channel, so it's a little bit wider, move. But yeah, I was starting to say when I switched to you could look at the fibs. It's kind of like those old things, I don't know what you call them, but like the hidden picture in the picture, and you kind of, well, I'll take that. You move your eyes funny, and then you see something else that's not really evidence, like it's in here, but you kind of see the forest through the trees sort of thing, or I don't know, I'm terrible at those things. But anyway, you can start to see patterns that, they kind of call out to you. I got really good reading that on just the volume before it was even the scalper's indicator, which makes it easier here. But there's a way to do that. I mean, everybody sees things differently, obviously. I'm not trying to yeah, so I'm at 11.17 short. Yeah, I'm going to take that. I'm going to go ahead and take that, and because I'm building up a little cushion if I call it wrong. So now we're waiting for it to go up again. $62. I'm going to take that. I'm at 11.16. Just cranking barely up here. Let's see if it drops down to the 14, 12, 13, 14. It's at 14. It gives me 15 right now. 13. I'll take that. What was that? Well, wasn't much, but it's 700 bucks. So now I am long at 11.14. We're looking for it to go a little higher. So it's still 3 minutes to the 5 minutes. So you got to remember to look at the 5 minute people too. I have not used to using 2 of these yet. So five-minute ones are saying we're going down. So I will make this available once I know it works a little better. or that it makes sense. Everybody seems to think it makes sense, so we'll see. Oh, so then it just, what did I do? I didn't think I went that high with it. I'm messing around with this damn thing and I'm blowing my trades. Okay. I could have probably got a couple scalps in there. That was stupid. So I'm at 11.14, looking for it to get back up. It seems to be kind of dropping down to lower, stair-stepping down. So I don't know if it's going to give me much of a move up. Yeah, it seems like it's kind of losing its move here. Wow. Come on. I kind of want to go a short here, but let's see if it's can get me out of this position without losing money. I was at $700. Yeah, it's not going well here. Not liking the look of that. So it's almost like small cap trading, really, in a way. If we do, I remember trading the TQs and the SQs like this, which are ETFs, some derivatives of the QQQ. And the TQ moved kind of like this, and the SQ was like wild a couple years ago. It would do big swings, and it was just like on a roller coaster. But so I, of course, love the SQ with large share size. But again, it won't let you margin on an ETF. So you have to have a lot of money in your account to do that. But they were lower prices back then. They weren't that. I think they were like 30 and or 25 and $35 each. And now they're even lower, I guess, actually. But they went up pretty high. Okay, so I'm just missing trades here left and right. All right, so I started in a position that was too high. And so that'll bring me up a good teaching moment for you, right? So by waiting to get out at a better position, which it probably will do unless it just fades here, I miss so many trades. So sometimes it's good just to get out for $10 down, $20 down, $30 down, $50 down, whatever you're trading, and then get back into a position to start trading again. So, to do little scalps. So I'm getting very close to reversing here. Let's see if it pops up. No, it didn't. I was trying to get a little higher so I don't lose $75. A little higher, just another penny or so up. Oh, God, I should have taken that, right? I should have taken that. Get back up there. See, I just don't want to do a losing trade. I have a problem with losing trades. And it's not smart for the money because I could be taking these little trades here. I could have been making 2 to 3 cents here like crazy. So it's annoying. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take that. I lost $50. So now I'm on the short, and it's going up. Look at it go up. Went up to my position because that's just the way it does stuff. That's what it does, right? So, see if it drops below 11.10. I get it for 11.11 there. 11.11. Give me $11.10 and I'll reverse. There, I'll try that. Nah, I got it 11. It was 11.10.82 and the market maker did the best they could. So I'm back over the 700 briefly. Everybody's green up there, so that's good, but we're not making a lot of money right now. So it's safe. It's pretty safe to trade these. You're not going to get the huge excitement you do with the way we trade the RV strategy, but you can make a good living, $100, $200, $300 a day with just like 500 shares of a $10 stock, and just start to trade it like, well, we're creating a strategy just for that. But there's a lot of them out there already, obviously. This is kind of, I've traded like this for, this type of trading for years, So it's just, we're trying to create something that's more like the RV strategy that you can depend on it. I mean, so many people are making so many money. People are making, they're telling me, read the comments. But you know, some people are making like, 10K a week, 20K a week. Some people just making their nut $200-300 a day. Some people are still struggling, as with anything. It's not good for everybody all the time. So I recommend those different books. There's the Day Trading Volume 1 for that book, for that RV strategy, which you really should get because it talks about all kinds of things, including how important the ATR is and the criterion to find the stocks. Then there's the pattern book. What's that at 14? Hang on. I'm going to take that. I'm going to reverse on that. Now, it was moving up when I did it, and, you guys see how I trade that all the time. I'm betting on the reversal. So I'm at 800, so I creeped up slowly to 800. So it's right at the point of control, right? So if this breaks this 5-minute going up, I will be concerned. So now that was not quite a bull tweezer. So these were all in. I've stopped calling candlestick patterns. Sorry, guys. So this was a bear doji, which means it was going to go up, but then it got followed by a hanging man, and then a rickshaw man, and then a gravestone. So, but what that really tells you is that all these are meaning the stock that was going down is going to go up. So that it did do that. It went up, it did one move, and then it started to go up, like all these told you, like, hey, this move's about to go the other way. So it did it. Now I'm looking at the point of control up here. I really look at that a lot because I know it churns here and it also turns things around here. So here's our VWAP kind of hiding in here. Right there's our VWAP. So we're below the VWAP still. 15-minute shows us going down only. The 5-minute is... So this is the 5-minute. Now look at the grid. This grid tells me when the 5 minutes going to close. This is telling them they're going to go in. Look at that. So that's hurting me. So yeah, it broke the point of control. So that moved. Now this is also a spinning top. That means this is about to reverse. So that I'm holding out for that for a little while. But and then it banked off this 1118, which was it respected before? Well, kind of. Hit it a few times here. Yeah, that's pretty well respected, actually. So there would make sense. Obviously, that's not why I turned around, because I reversed much earlier than that. But there we go. All right, now it's become a winning trade for me, at least. So now we're going to make another bull flag, or, oh, it's still going down. This would be the pole. So this is the pole, and this is the flag, and then it started to go up, but then that ATR turned that puppy around big time. So now we're having a very long selling candle as volume's dropping, which isn't giving the sellers a lot of confidence. Level 2's kind of even things out. Remember, you multiply these by 100. That's why you don't have a problem filling 2,500 shares. And there's so many hidden buyers and sellers, and even on these stocks, since they changed the rules for the dark pools, they were trading GameStop when that whole thing happened. They trade the little stocks, the big icebergs, like you'll see a 2 and it might be, 200,000 chipping away when you see a stock just churning and not moving. They fool you. Wow, that's a good trade. Wow. Well, I'm going to hold it, guys, because let's just see. I just won't ride it back up unless I'm going the other way. So this is the biggest move it's made. Why we've been holding it here. So let's see. It's 1107. So we start to look at the even dollars. If it keeps going down, wow. So we got to look at the $11 even as a potential reversal area, and that fib line right there. So the $11 even and the fib line. I'm not going to lose this trade, so I'm seriously thinking about it. Wow. I should have just turned around right there when it was at 11. Did it hit 11 even? Once somebody's going long there, that is painful. Don't ride this back up, guys. Get ready to flip. Yeah, I'm just going to take it there. So I got 1103 and I banked that. So I'm over 1,000. I'm assuming this is going to turn around here based on the fib and the even dollar, the $11 amount. So at least pull back for a little bit. See, the percentage of sellers is way higher here. This is the other thing. This percentage is even here. So, and it's still like telling me I made a terrible mistake there. But, you know, I banked it all too. So it can happen fast that you're in the wrong position and it just shoots back up where it just came from. This is new ground, so I feel like it'll go slower. But, you know, that's just me, right? People will say that's stupid. It's just things from years of trading that you get feelings about how things are going to go, and they're hard to articulate, you know, 100% to everybody. And of course, if you learned a way, then probably your whole theory's wrong if you articulate it like it's a fact. So somebody sent a comment the other day and about somebody knowing that, you know, if somebody knows what it's going to do. And I said, if anybody tells you you know what it's going to do, I would run the other way as quickly as possible. So now, other than, you know, like the gurus that try to sell you a course, and then if you buy their course, and I'm not naming any names, but you're going to make a lot of money. Wow, this is really bad. This is just bad. I'm telling this is when it gets me. When I tell stories, this is when I get hurt. So anyway, whenever they say, if you buy my course, you're going to make this money guaranteed, guaranteed. I see a lot of those guys. They're commercials on my channel, which I have no control of. I apologize for them. And they're guaranteeing you if you spend this money. Like, how can anybody guarantee? That's just a bunch of bull, obviously. So, no names. Trust yourself or a licensed financial advisor. It is tough to find licensed financial advisors that do this kind of trading. And I mean, when I first started talking about the different way to do the taxes and all this stuff years ago, and I had a long-term, you know, advisor, and he's saying, well, I don't recommend day trading. I don't recommend you should do that. He knows me pretty well too. So I'm just like, well, thank you for your advice, but I'm not going to take your recommendation. But you people they can't see it. You know, I mean, have you really tried to talk to somebody who's not into this? It's impossible. You can't. They just look at you like you're an alien speaking to them, like that Charlie Brown voice. Wrong, 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 wrong. I remember seeing people. I've had people come in and look at the screens, and I'm starting to explain. Damn it. Now, see, this is a situation again where I'm locked in a bad position and I can't take this was an easy trade for me. So obviously I feel more like talking than trading today. So this messed me up here. So I even forgot what I was saying. But anyway, I'm getting pissed at myself. So that's that pattern there was basically a bull tweezer, but because of that wick, but I don't go by that, which means it's going to turn around at least that length. So you should expect it to be up here at least my position anyway, in a few minutes. But it's going to be this is a tough day for me. I'm not going to make my nut for sure. Should have gone in with 5,000 shares, guys. But this is the way. This is more like day trading for success. $100, $200, $300 a day makes a huge difference in your life. this is the safe. These are very safe stocks to trade this way. I mean, when you start to get sharp moves like they're halting, you need to get out unless you're really a professional. You don't want to get stuck in a halt. So, yeah, I just called it at this level, just too quickly, right below the fib. Here we go. It's going to bounce off that fib again. I'm just going to short there. I'm going to lose money and then try to capture, start doing some baby scalping here. I'll take that little scalp. I got it at 10.99 this time. Try to get back what I was over 1100 at one point. Here we go. There we go. I'm not going to get out too soon this time. Man. Could have banked that. Staying 1102. Coming up to the 5-minute here, and it's all green, so that should send it up, we would think. Boy, I'll be lucky to make just over $1,000 today, guys. See what we got here. Well, we got a couple 1,200, 1,300, and then a bunch of 600s and 700s. I'm in the middle of the pack again because I chatted away too much. So not every day is going to make you thousands and thousands of dollars. So, but I will be back for the power hour today. So, because I think I can do better than this, but you know, I kind of thought this stock was going to call out, you know, bigger profits for us. I think that we should have gone in higher share size. I think it would have been easily picked up looking at this. And this could have been 2,000 or 3,000 had I just been, you know, 5,000 shares. So is this going to be the new channel? And I'm just kind of sitting here wasting away, growing moss. The other problem I see as the Midcaps being sort of an entertainer is I'm bored. I'm bored. But wow, there we go. What happened there? Whoa, that's nice. Nice. Let's keep going. Keep going. Come on. You want to go more. Break that top of the profile. 5 cents, it's giving me 4 cents. 5, 6, 7. Nice. I'm going to take that, guys. I'm taking that, banking that. Looking for a pullback for a second here. I'm not going to ride the pullback too far. See if I can get anything out of this move here. I'll take that $50. Did I actually make 50 bucks or did that slip? So I'm at 1106, which isn't the best. Wow. I'm going to take that. That time I made money. 1300 now. I'm at 1109. It's going to keep going up. I'm feeling like it's going to keep going up. I want to reverse. It's going to give me a chance. It's gave me a chance right there. Ah, I lost like 20 bucks on the slip. 1110. Yeah, I didn't have to lose that money. I went too fast there. Get back up there. You want to get up to this line. You're working to this line up here. Man, I'll be lucky to squeeze 1,500, huh? Jeez. This is tough. $0.13. One more penny and I will reverse. I'll take that. Okay. And then it went a little higher as soon as I did that. I got 11.13. So that's a pretty good upward move there based on a hangman reversal on this. And now it's got to break through. Look at these lines. Like there's all these people in here, like living people that want it to go a different way than when you come up to it. So they're all holding. They were all holding positions or getting ready to sell positions in this case, because they were trading at that level. That's why there's a pivot point. That's why the candlestick stopped there. I'm going to take the 1,400. So now I'm at 1112 again. A little higher, please. That's 14, but it's only giving me, I'll take that. I'm going to reverse again. I think I still stayed right at the 14. This is what you have to do. I mean, to get this, when it's just moving so slowly. Now the buyers went way down. So I'm more inclined to think it's going to go short again, but I don't know. I wouldn't play it for very long, I'll tell you that. Yeah, I'm going to reverse there. I'm going long. I think this is going to give it some support. Now, this is really a bearish doji, so that really means it's going to turn around, but I'm just looking at the volume is just going down so far right now. Here's your VWAP. Maybe it's going to make a run for the VWAP. I actually read that wrong. It's actually saying it's going to short, and I went long. And I was starting to explain it, and I realized I'm explaining that it's going short, not going long. So I don't know what I was thinking right there. But so I'm at my time, guys. I don't think I'm going to make 1,500 even. I hope I don't drop down to 1,000 on this not so great of a trade. Sell. I've got to sell to get out. Yeah, that called for a reversal. I went the wrong way, guys. I just called that. I realized I went the wrong way. I was thinking something opposite. I knew better there, and I didn't do it. So in the 5 minutes, they're all saying sell. I'm starting to try to get used to that, reading that, and then the 1 minute was saying sell. Went way up compared to the volume of the buyers. So, you know, anything can happen. It's bouncing on the 9, bouncing on the 20, bouncing on this open session. It's in the middle of the volume profile. Everybody says down. 15-minute. 5 minutes, a little inconclusive here. This is a bullish reversal sign here with a spinning top. So it did do that, but it's not breaking the top, which is something it should try to do to be continued. Okay, well, there we go. Oh, wow. Look at that come in. So that's why I like to set this like this. This is price action coming in right here. So this is going to send it up right now. This should go higher. than it's been going. And it is starting to go higher than it's been going because, wow, look at that. And it's up here above it now. So get ready for a shot up into here. This is why it's good to set the volume profile up for intraday. It helps with everything else. It broke me over 15. Did it go? Did exactly what it should have done from that reading. So there's a video that shows how to set that volume profile up, guys. You should watch that. Just type in volume profile. It can really come in handy some days. So I don't think it's going to break that 18 level, and I like that I made 1500, so I'm probably going to get out 19. Oh, see, it made me stay in because it hit 19 for a second, 11.19. Now it's dropping. Whoa, that was 20. That was 20 for a second. It broke that level, 20. I'm going to take that, 21. 16.25. That's a miracle, quite frankly. I'm more tired. Going for a minor amount to me, 16.25 was exhausting. But and I made a couple of bad calls too, guys. Sorry about that. So these guys obviously can continue to trade as they will. Most of them are saying nope, but can keep doing it. And you can see how this can be, this can be profitable, this type of mid-cap trading. I mean, God, breaking 1,000 a day is not bad. That's $5K a week. Obviously, you can't count on that every day, but yeah. So anyway, guys, we're going to keep developing this. I think I want to find stocks that have a little more volume than what we had here. But, what do we have on the 5 minutes? Yeah. So that's just... So we'll be tweaking the scanners. Wow, here it goes. Look at the movement there. That was crazy. So that's actually a bearish tweezer. This is going down with that volume. So this is probably going to go right back down again. For those of you that are still trading. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and give a thumbs up. We have a lot more coming with these kind of videos, and watch all the videos. How to tell which way the market's going to go every day. We have a video for that. How to set up your scanners. We have a video for that. How to set up your charts. We have a video for that. How to speed up your Thinkorswim. We have a video for that. There's so many videos with so much useful information, not to mention all the trading archives with the different strategies. Okay? All right. Thanks for watching, guys.